Hey, it's UltraSonic, and welcome back to The Lamppost. Now, I know it's been a long time since my last episode, and the reason for that is because, well, I've really been unmotivated to make videos recently. And also, my life is really busy. I have a lot of other projects going on, and a lot of other things with my church, and just with other things, and I've just been starting to realize that maybe recording isn't as important as I thought it was. But anyway, I feel motivated to do it now just because we have a really cool storyline going right now. So a lot has happened, and I realized I haven't even given you guys a spawn tour yet. So let's do that in this episode. But first of all, I need to say what happened to this place. You might see something a little strange with all this redstone around. Well, it's because we started a new thing where there is now a king of spawn. So a few months ago, I built this giant castle, and it took me so long to make. It is absolutely huge, and it'll take a long time to tour this thing, so we're probably gonna tour it later. But yeah, I'm basically the king of this castle now. Reptile Maximus was the king. We had like a fight. All the members of the server did. We fought in the PvP arena, and whoever won became the king, and Reptile Maximus became the king. But then he decided that he didn't want to be king anymore, so he just handed it over to me. Now, interesting about this being a king is that anyone can be king. All you have to do though is kill the king, and then take the crown, and then you're the next person to be in charge of the server. And whoever is a king can make rules. They can make laws for the server to obey, and they can pretty much do whatever they want, which is kind of OP. They can also make taxes. Reptile Maximus did taxes, but those didn't really ever really work out that well. But yeah, maybe later we'll show the inside of this castle. But right now, let's focus on spawn. And you might have noticed these giant statues and that giant statue over there. But basically, you gotta explain and all this. There is a Herobrine cult that I'm a part of, and so is Ali Taylor. Reptile Maximus was the cult leader, but now he since has left the cult and is now going against the cult. And since I'm the king, I made it the law that everyone has to join the Herobrine cult. And if you don't join the Herobrine cult, then you're basically a fugitive. And so I built this giant statue of Herobrine. I'm pretty proud of it. It says obey. And still, this thing, even though it's really intimidating, a lot of people still don't join the cult. Like, Classic hates the cult, and Reptile Maximus doesn't like it either. And neither does a new member of the server, Skull Raid 003. But I also built all these forces around too to signify the Herobrine is here. Another thing I did is I placed down a bunch of these Herobrine shrines everywhere, but Reptile Maximus has since then broken a lot of them, so I need to replace a lot of them. And yeah, I also put down a lot of banners everywhere. But one thing I did is I went to all Classic Steam shops, and he specifically said that if I prank his shops at all, he's gonna start a giant prank war with me. And so I did it. I completely covered his place with torches. He said there was only one torch around. He will prank me hard. And how about a stack of torches, huh? And here's his potion shop. And it's all fully decked out with some torches. And also Herobrine banners. And he's definitely gonna kill me for this. But it's all good fun. Now, before he pranks me, I pranked him. In fact, I already did. I went to his base, and I completely destroyed it with Herobrine. So let's go check that out. Welcome to Sherry Set. This is Classic Steam's base, and I completely decked it out with Herobrine stuff. You can see I placed a giant Herobrine statue right here, and why is there a light coming out of his chin? What? That's weird. Where's it coming from? I mean, those glowstone behind those those are maps, white maps behind glowstone, but like, why is the glowstone coming out through the blocks? That's really weird. Anyway, enough distractions aside. Yes, I completely decked out his base. I also put down 2 giant redstone torch statues, and he is gonna hate me for this. But it's all in good fun, and none of us really, we're not doing this out of like. We both understand that this is a fun thing to do. We both enjoy pranking each other, and none of us really, even though like we don't like being pranked, we still think it's fun to do it. Oh, and don't worry, fire tick is off, so fire won't spread. And I made sure to place a fire pretty high above so that no villagers can get caught on fire by anything accidentally, because they're stupid. But I also put down torches everywhere. I put down sand pyramids in places, because if you watch the old Herobrine videos, the Herobrine sightings videos, a lot of them start with like finding weird sand pyramids in random spots. And then I also put down a bunch of Herobrine banners everywhere, but I placed down so many torches and banners. I placed down so many torches and banners everywhere that he's gonna be finding these for a long time. My goal is that like maybe like in like days later he's gonna go to a random place in his base and be like, what, there's a torch here too? So he's like gonna be finding these for a long time, hopefully. And if we go in here, which is his enchanting room, get jump scared by Herobrine surrounded by fire. Or behind fire. I should have done surrounded by fire, shouldn't I? But I don't know, I think it might be more of a jump scare if it's like this. Because if you do it really fast, for like a split second you might think it's actually Herobrine. But anyway, I completely shreked this entire place, and everything is all Herobrine. And so if this doesn't make him join the cult, then I don't know what will. And he also defiled his temple too, with some Herobrine banners and torches places. Yes, he's gonna get mad at me for this, but it's all good fun. I can't wait to see his reaction to this. Alright, now that we've checked out all the Herobrine shenanigans, I think it's time for us to go back to spawn and do a proper spawn tour. So let's do that. Alright, welcome back to spawn. I think a good place to start the tour probably be close to this Herobrine thing. So let's go over here to Ali Taylor's shop. And Reptile Maximus' shop too. This is called, I think it's called Landscape by Manscape. It's basically a landscaping shop. And yeah, it looks really beautiful. Oh, hello guys, am I interrupting you? Sorry. Anyway, here's the inside of the building. I'd probably be able to show you inside of every building, but I could try if we have enough time. Employees only. Oh, I'm not an employee, but... Oh, I see, this is where they get all the stuff. And what's in here? Oh, a bathroom. Okay. And let's see. How do I get out of this place? Oh, this way. Okay, so let's go to the next shop. Wow, that's a beautiful building. Ali Taylor really outdid herself in this one. But let's go down a little bit further to another one of her shops. And this is called Stone My Moan. You might notice the pattern of the names. It's basically a stone shop. But right now, it's pretty expensive. 2 diamonds for 1 stack of stone, when I can just get a haste 2 beacon and get like 5 stacks of stone in like 5 seconds. I don't think so. And like that's basically the same thing. Yeah, it's 1 diamond for 1 stack. This shop is way too expensive. Yeah, so I don't think anyone's really bought from it. I mean, I haven't, and I think I heard none else really did. Hopefully she lowers the prices though, because that is way too expensive. Yeesh. But down here, we have another shop. It's actually a hidden shop, kind of. You can go down here. This is Classic Steam Shop, which I couldn't prank because it's underwater. I guess I could put banners out here, couldn't I? I could put banners here. But this is a prison range shop, and of ocean stuff. And I come here not super often, but I bought a good amount of stuff here, I think. And over here we have something that our friend built. It's a giant sheep farm. Now he's not part of the server anymore, but he did a really good job on building this thing pretty early on in the game. And so this thing has really helped us. And it's just a really nice thing to have, so I'm really thankful that he made that for us. And if you just keep going down this path, we've got 2 little booth stands, but they're pretty much empty now, so yeah. And over here we have my bookshop, or my library, and it may not look very good. I don't think it looks very good, like practically, like the white looks a lot better, but I changed it to Herobrine colors for the Herobrine code. Even though it doesn't look that good, I just wanted to decorate it in some way. But here I sell every single type of book, except for a Soul Speed. I have a few of those though, but I still need to make a piglin bordering farm soon. And I also sell written books too, of like Bible studies that I've done, which is really cool. Wow, that's a great view of the Herobrine Shrine. And if you look over here, we have another shop that I made, and this is a beacon shop. I really love this building. This is actually one of my most favorite buildings I've ever done on Minecraft. It's very small, but it's just looks like really cool. I really like it a lot. Oh, and look at this little cool thing that you can do with the redstone torch banners. They line up perfectly, and I think it looks pretty cool. But anyway, I have a wither skeleton farm that gives me like 5 stacks of skulls every like 2 hours or something. So it's really good. And as you can see, we've got stacks and stacks of this stuff. I need to get more beacons though. And it's got some coal and bones. But if we go up here, it's even decorated up here too. Yeah, and this is where I store my extra stuff, which I seem to not have much here anymore. Yeah, some of the roses and stuff. And a little bit up here. But yeah, this was a lot of fun to make, and I really enjoyed building this little thing. Oh, and I actually forgot, I actually recorded myself building this. So, I guess, I mean, it was many months ago, pretty much a year ago, I think. But I guess sometime I'm gonna have to, probably gonna see this being built, so, yeah. Oh, and this is a custom-made tree that I built for Reptile Maximus. Ooh, laggy. And I'm really proud of it. It's my first custom tree I ever made. But, yeah, it's actually a wood shop. But, Reptile Maximus, like, never stocked up. And so everyone was mad at him, pretty much. So then he gave a shop to me. And now I am the new shop owner. And I have a wood farm. Actually, 2 wood farms. Where I can keep this place stocked. But since then, those 2 wood farms are broken. So I need to go and fix them soon. Over here we have another building that Ari Taylor made. And what's this place called? I'm not sure. It's called Books My Mooks. Yes, you can see a pattern there. It's kind of funny. We can buy books and paper-related things, and yeah, it's a pretty nice shop. I like the inside a lot. The giant staircase. Actually, what's up here? I've never actually been here before. Actually, I think I have once, but that was a while ago. What's up here? Oh, this is a nice little area. Here we have a shop that I made, and this shop is called Upgrades People Upgrades, if you know that meme. This is where I sell netherite, but I'm out of stock, and I actually should go and get some more netherite. Yeah. I was gonna build a gunpowder farm, but I already have a mob farm, which has gunpowder, which gets gunpowder, but not a whole lot of it. So, but it's been running for a long time now, so I probably have a lot of gunpowder now to do this. But if you go up here, you can see that I sell all types of diamond armor, so you can buy these, go down, and then upgrade it to netherite. And we have this really cool thing on this server. We have an armor stand data pack. We can basically do stuff to armor stands. And so yeah, these are all invisible armor stands. I love this building a lot because it uses something that, for some reason, I've never really seen anyone use this, but I always thought it looked really good, is using all the kelp blocks as stone. And I use these things all over the castle. And honestly, it looks so much nicer than cobblestone, or maybe even deep slate, because deep slate is a little bit dark. But like, this is like the perfect substitute for cobblestone, because it's almost the same exact color, but just a much smoother texture. And you can also have tons of variations of it too. There's like 6 different types of these blocks, so you can make it look like mixed up and kind of more realistic. And so I don't know why I've never seen anyone use this before. I always thought it was like a perfect block to use for stone. But yeah, I really love this building a lot. And this is another building that our tailor made. This is an elytra shop. Well, actually, it's actually a rocket shop for elytra. She doesn't sell elytra here, but you can buy rockets here and stuff to make fireworks too. It's a pretty nice building. And there's even a little pig here. Look at that. Alright, we're running out of time in this episode already, so it's time to go to the next place. Over here we have a bee farm, which I made right at the beginning of the 1.15 update. And yeah, it's really nice to have. And it's self-running. It's all the items get collected into these chests. And yeah, it's just really nice to have around, and I'm glad I made it. And over here we have the market. This is a really cool thing that Ali Taylor made. It's where you can buy these booths and put your own shop here. So this is Reptile Maximus's head shop, and he's selling. I'm selling this head at my shop in my Christmas space, and he's selling it. I put down this sign. So you're selling a head you got from my store? Okay. I'm just kind of trolling with him. But I also made my own head shop over here too. That's outside my Christmas space. And this is called You Think You're Plushie? You're Not. We can get plushies of all the hermits. Well, not all of them, but all the ones that we watch, my family watches. And a lot of other Minecraft mobs. Yeah. And so there's a lot of other little booths here too. But anyway, this is something that Classic Steam is working on. He's making another market. It's where he's going to sell all of the 1.17 items. I think he's going to wait until 1.18 comes out, though, to officially open this place. Because it's not ready yet. But it's looking amazing already. Like, it's going to be pretty big. If we go over here, we have another one of Classic Steam shops. And the name is really clever. The name is Till Death Do Us Part. Angel Wings. Which is kind of a reference to the old Angel Wings server and how it ended. Yeah, but it's kind of an inside joke though, because like To Death Do Us Part is the name of where he sells the totems, and then Angel Wings is the name of where he sells the elytra and the rockets. So yeah, it's a really clever way to name this shop. But I pranked this place too. There isn't much places to put torches around, so... But I still pranked it. And this spot isn't open yet for elytra, but it eventually will be, hopefully. Oh, sorry! I was trying to... I'm sorry. Yikes. Oof. Hope those guys heal themselves. I actually don't know if villagers heal themselves. Probably do. Hopefully they do. Anyway, this is not a shop, but it's a building that I made for the villagers to stay in, so that if a raid comes, they're safe. And yeah, nothing really much in there, just a bunch of beds and workstations. We're really running out of time this episode, so let's try to go this fast. Okay. You know, this building is a nether shop that Ari Taylor made. We can buy all the types of nether items. And yeah, it's a pretty nice shop to have. And over here, we've got... I'm sorry going so fast, but there's lots to see and not much time. This is a building that I made. This is actually a building that I'm really proud of. And there's actually a story behind this building, kind of. So it's pretty big. It's actually the biggest building on the server currently. But pretty much my medieval building style looked like this, which is really good. Like I like it a lot. This actually used to be my old house before I moved into my Christmas base. But yeah, basically, whenever I build a medieval building, it will look something similar to this, which is not bad at all. But then I tried to do something new. Like, could I do something different than this? Because if you look at my old lamppost videos and see my old city, Bruton, they look a lot like these buildings. So I tried to do something different, and I made this. And I was really proud of it, and I didn't even make it on creative first. I just kind of built it and winged it, I guess. And didn't even build it on creative, just did it as I went, and I really like it a lot. Like, it's a really nice looking building. And using these doors as like, you know, shutters, I think it looks much better than trap doors because you have like this little hinge coming out, so it looks really cool, I think. But this building, what is this building? This is a giant furnace smelter. It's for the entire community, and it's completely free to use, where we have 3 different types of redstone things, furnace things that I've made, and I designed myself, for the 3 different types of furnaces. Now, I actually made a redstone tutorial video on this many years ago, but this is actually a modified version of that video because I realized that a few of the things didn't really make sense, like having all those levers over there was kind of confusing. So I just made it a bit more easier to use and automatic. And maybe in the future I might do an update in that tutorial. But now there's so many other ones on YouTube that are probably better than my design that, I don't know, maybe that might be worth it. This is a tiny little building, but it's a good building nonetheless. This is a zombie farm. It's an old XP farm that was made during the beginning of the server. If you go down here, you can see a little dungeon. It's pretty simple, but I actually built this. I kind of was inspired by the Minecraft dungeons. Not the game, but you know, the dungeons in Minecraft, how they're just pretty simple. But yeah, I like it a lot. And if you go over here, this is one of my favorite shops. It is called Banners My Manners. It's my shop. And this is where I sell so many different types of banners. It took me like 7 hours to craft all these banners. So long. Oh my goodness. But I think it was worth it in the end. Even though this shop doesn't really make that much money anymore, I still enjoy having it around. And we have so many different types of banners. And I recently found a notch apple in a chest, so now I have every single banner pattern, and yeah, this is all the notch apple ones. Like this banner, oh, this is found online, but it looks so good. Like, oh, just amazing. Whoever designed that is amazing. Alright, over here, here's another building. This is Allie Taylor's armor shop, where she sells armor. Wow, that's pretty good. Yes, he sells it for pretty cheap. Yeah, but I guess the sad thing about this is that no one's really bought from this shop that much, I don't think, because it was kind of made a little bit later during the game and people already had armor. So, yeah. Oh well. But I guess if anyone like loses all the stuff, they can come here and get some armor pretty easily, which is pretty nice. And if you go over here, this is a building that I made. It's not a shop, but it's a free to use thing for the community. It's a mob. It's a mob farm store. We can just. Oh, that's empty. Wait, can spider actually drop by player kills? Probably. But yeah, this is where you can get all different types of stuff from mobs. And if you go down here, you can see that this is the giant mob farm that Mumble Jumbo designed. And I also have a slime farm down here too, which is pretty good. I think this is Omango's design. But anyway, all those items get collected up and they get put here and they get organized. And yeah, it's a really great thing to have, and I'm glad I built it kind of early during the game. And over here is a building that I made. It is a skeleton XP farm. And yeah, there isn't really anything interesting down there. It's just pretty boring. So the only good thing is this in here. If you go up here, oh, the guy's sleeping. He's pretty much trapped down there. Drop up here. I don't know why, but spawn is always pretty laggy. I think it's because the spawn chunks get laggy over time or something. That's what I heard Exumavoid say, if you know who that is. Anyway, this is a building that Classic Steam made. It's not a shop, but it's another free-to-use place for people. It's a villager trading system. Not system, but you know, a place you can trade villagers. And I pranked this place too, like crazy. Where's that zombie? He's not around, is he? This entire spawn is completely mob-proof, so there's never been any zombies around for the villagers to get killed. So every time I hear a zombie, I'm always afraid. But he's probably from underground or something. Anyway, this shop is a building that Classic Steam made, but it's empty. Yeah. This used to be the Shulker box shop, but now it's over there. And then over here, this is a building that Reptile Maximus made. It is a sand shop, and I think it's now mine now. I think I bought it from him because he doesn't want to restock it anymore. And this is a building that Ali Taylor made. It is another villager place, but since then, those villagers they were left out, and they wandered around, and there's only 2 left here now. So yeah, it's not much of a villager training place anymore. And that's the end of the spawn tour. We already saw those 2 buildings earlier. That's just the Shulker box shop and Classic Steam's potion shop. We already saw these earlier. Yeah. But these are pretty nice things to have. Like, they're pretty cheap too. What's the payment? 3 iron and 1 emerald for 1 potion, which is pretty nice. And I'll just come here again, I guess. Yeah, these are my favorite shops. I come here a lot to buy these. It's pretty useful, a Shulker box shop. But anyway, I think it might look at the castle another day, because that could take probably like 15 minutes to tour on itself. It's so huge and there's so much in the inside of it. But yeah, so that's it for this episode. And Classic Steam said he's gonna prank me pretty soon. So I'm both excited and kind of terrified to see what's gonna happen. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.